humanity started, and it was the heart of the habitable world for as long as there has been a planet. But there have been times when the continents have been farther away than they are today. In fact, isn't it interesting that we can speak of a sea hemisphere, as we do, and a land hemisphere? Any geographer immediately says, wait a minute, you have a strange distribution like that, there has to be a reason for it. Why, if there are land masses this size, have 30% of the total surface of the planet, why aren't they more evenly distributed? Well, they're in the process of distributing themselves more evenly because Asia is moving into the Pacific and so is North America, but the process is not going to cause a collision between Asia and North America and South America. They're going to stop. And then there's going to be a long period of relative quiescence, and then the continents are, for some reason, going to start moving back in the other direction again. And bad news for Washington and New York and Philadelphia and Boston, there will be a new Rocky Mountains, and it's going to be happening, unfortunately, right there. And the Rocky Mountains are going to erode away into a Great Plains, and the Appalachians and the East Coast are going to look like the Andes and the Himalayas. And eventually the situation will look like this again. So we have that, and try to keep this in mind, because the picture gets a bit more complicated than that. We have these continents moving back and forth like this. Let your imagination soar. I know this involves hundreds of millions of years, but we should learn on our planet that we have been here a very short time, and we are subject to a grand design, the nature of which we're only just beginning to put together. And having said that, we should never lose sight, never get so focused that we lose sight of the big picture. The big picture is what geography is all about.